here's the paver installation process from beginning to end. Like in every project, first we have to start with demolition, and that means getting rid of the old concrete. We actually started this project at around noon. The reason is we had just finished up a project in Pebble Beach and we decided to start this project today. Our plan was to break the old concrete, haul it out, and just do as much as possible. Everything was going pretty smoothly until the track got off the skid steer. This had actually never happened to us before, so we had to do some YouTube research and get that baby back on. So it ended up not taking too long. We got rid of most of the concrete, and this is the second day now. Let me tell you how this client found us actually. He was searching on YouTube, came across some of our videos, and then sent us a message. Fun fact, the clients that have actually reached out and done their paver project have found us on YouTube. So if you see more YouTube videos like this, that's the reason why, to help show homeowners how the process goes. Next up in the process, now that we got all the old concrete out, we start the excavation process. When excavating for pavers, we're going 12 inches down. Then you'll see us add a geotextile fabric, and this separates the soil from the base rock. This is supposed to do two things. One, it helps prevent erosion, so in this case, I don't think that'll be much of a problem, but in other parts of the Bay Area, the ground does move a lot, it expands a lot, and that's what this geotextile fabric helps prevent. Next, it also helps separate the soil from the base rock, like I said, which means the base rock sometimes filters into the soil and weakens it over time. But with this fabric, it is supposed to keep it stronger for longer. Next up in the process comes our base rock. So we ran our elevations, which are pretty simple. It's from the garage door all the way to the street sidewalk, and then we're placing the base rock 3 inches under that string line. So why do we do it this way? We're going to be placing pavers on top of this base rock, and the pavers are 3 inches thick. So now comes the compaction process. We know that the base rock is going to go down 1/2 inch, 1 inch, or even a little more in some areas. If it's 1/2 inch, that is totally fine because we need the 1/2 inch for our bedding layer where the pavers are going to go on. You might be a little confused by now, so let me explain one more time. We have 8 inches of base rock, 1/2 inch of this washed sand, which is our bedding layer, and then on top of this goes the pavers themselves. There's different ways people do this across the country, and this is the most standard way people do it in California, where we are, more specifically in the Bay Area. We've been doing this type of work for over 20 years, and let me tell you, we've been to projects that are 10-15 years old and are honestly in super good condition. So we know this format or system works quite well for us and most people in the Bay Area. Unfortunately, this wash sand isn't found everywhere, and here in Marina, California, where we were doing this project, they did not have it. So we had to go to San Jose, bring this sand, and keep the process going. So you saw us set up our screed rails, screed the sand, and then begin to install pavers. This is now one of the easiest parts in the process. We installed this small section with 3 guys in about an hour, and then the next day we continued with the paver installation process, and it took us a few hours again with 3 guys to install the whole driveway. Once everything has been installed, here comes the small details portion where we're making cuts, fixing any low spots, and all that good stuff. Next up, you'll see us start to install the border piece. Here we have a soldier course going all around the paver driveway, and we're using a charcoal color to highlight the driveway nicely. This is a very popular color combination, which now leads us to the edge restraint process. When the border piece is hitting up against concrete, we do not need the edge restraint there. But let's say you have the border and then grass, plants, or anything that's not solid, we have to install a concrete footing underneath the border piece. This is probably one of the most important steps in the paver process because most projects start to fail near the edge. What we do is we excavate about 7.5 inches for the edge restraint. We're getting at least 4 inches to 4.5 inches of concrete. We also add rebar, and then to finish it off, we add a sprinkle of thinset. This is what holds the paver and concrete together essentially. The homeowner by now was super impressed with the whole process from beginning to start. He saw us do everything quickly, everything promptly, and was really liking how the process was going by now. Officially, all the pavers are installed now. The whole driveway, from the border pieces being set on concrete to every single paver piece being laid down, which leads us now to the compaction process of the pavers. This is one of the last steps in the process, and first we compact the entire driveway. We do this because we need to check for any low spots that may have occurred, and then we do the polymeric sand. We sweep polymeric sand on the pavers. This is what locks the pavers together. We use the vibratory plate to get the sand in those joints and just sweep up the excess. And now officially the last step, we wash everything down, and boom, you have a new paver driveway. This is how the final product came out. The camera I was using was not set up correctly, that's why it looks a little different. But here is the iPhone camera take. If you're thinking of doing pavers in the Bay Area, feel free to send us an email, leave a comment, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. We much appreciate it.